Let me ask you a simple question. Why do some advertisements make you click instantly, while others you completely ignore? Why can a single email generate thousands of dollars in sales, while another email gets deleted in seconds? Why do some websites make you want to buy immediately, while others leave you confused and uninterested? The answer is not luck. It's not magic. It's not even about having a better product. The answer is copywriting. The ability to use words that influence decisions, persuade people to take action, and ultimately drive sales. Think about it. You could have the best product in the world, the most innovative solution, the most competitive pricing. But if you can't communicate that value to potential customers, none of it matters. Your product sits on a virtual shelf, collecting digital dust. This is the reality of business today. We're drowning in information. The average person sees thousands of marketing messages every single day, ads on social media, emails flooding their inbox, videos competing for their attention. In this noisy, crowded, distraction-filled world, only one thing cuts through: powerful copy. And this powerful skill is exactly what the book Copywriting Secrets by Jim Edwards teaches. It's a comprehensive guide to writing words that sell, persuade, and transform businesses. If you want to build an online business, sell products online, or master the psychology of persuasion, then this is a book you should absolutely read. In today's audiobook, you will discover why words are the most powerful marketing tool, how successful marketers write messages that sell, and how you can learn to craft persuasive copy that attracts customers and grows your business. We'll explore the psychology behind buying decisions. We'll look at how to write headlines that grab attention instantly. We'll discuss storytelling techniques that build trust and connection. We'll examine the structure of high-converting sales pages and emails. So stay with me, because by the end of this audiobook, you'll start seeing marketing in a completely different way. And you'll have practical tools you can use to improve your own copy starting today. If you enjoy learning about business, marketing, and persuasion, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone interested in online business, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful audiobook insights. Let's begin our journey into the art and science of copywriting. Chapter 1. What is copywriting? Before we dive deep into the secrets of copywriting, we need to understand what it actually is. And it's not what most people think. When most people hear the word copywriting, they think of advertising. They think of sleazy, pushy, used car salesman type writing. They imagine those late-night infomercials with exaggerated claims and aggressive pitches. And they think, I don't want to do that. That's not who I am. But that's a misunderstanding. Copywriting, at its core, is simply the art and science of using words to get someone to take a specific action. That action could be buying a product. It could be signing up for an email list. It could be downloading a free guide. It could be booking a consultation call. It could be sharing content with a friend. Copywriting is everywhere. The email that convinces you to open it, that's copywriting. The website that makes you want to learn more, that's copywriting. The social media post that makes you stop scrolling, that's copywriting. The video description that makes you click play, that's copywriting. Jim Edwards defines copywriting simply as salesmanship in print, or in today's digital world, salesmanship on screen. It's using words to replicate the persuasive power of a great salesperson, but at scale. Think about the best salespeople you've ever encountered. They listen to you. They understand your problems. They explain how their product can help. They answer your objections. They make you feel confident in your decision to buy. Great copywriting does the same thing. It understands a customer. It speaks to their needs and desires. It addresses their fears and objections, and it guides them toward a purchase. The beauty of copywriting is that it works while you sleep. A great salesperson can only talk to one person at a time, but great copy can talk to thousands, even millions, of people simultaneously, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's the power of copywriting. It's a lever that amplifies your message and your sales. In the chapters ahead, we'll explore exactly how to craft copy that works. But first, let's understand why people buy in the first place. If you're enjoying this audiobook so far, Take a moment to like this video. It helps more people discover these ideas. Chapter 2: The Psychology Behind Buying Decisions. To write copy that sells, you must understand why people buy. And the answer might surprise you. Most people think buying decisions are logical. They believe that customers carefully evaluate features, compare prices, and make rational choices based on which product offers the best value. But decades of psychology research tell a different story. The truth is, people buy based on emotion and then justify their decisions with logic. The emotional part of the brain makes the decision. The logical part of the brain comes up with reasons to support that decision. Think about your own purchases. Why did you buy that particular car? You might say it's reliable, fuel efficient, and has good safety ratings. Those are logical reasons. But deep down, maybe you bought it because it made you feel successful or safe or admired. Why did you choose that smartphone? You might talk about the camera quality and processing speed. But maybe you really bought it because it made you feel connected or trendy or part of a tribe. Why did you buy those shoes? You might mention comfort and durability. But maybe you really bought them because they made you feel confident and attractive. Emotions drive decisions. Logic justifies them. This is a fundamental truth that great copywriters understand and leverage. They don't just list features. They connect those features to deep emotional desires. Jim Edwards emphasizes that people buy for two primary reasons: to gain pleasure or to avoid pain. And of the two, avoiding pain is often the stronger motivator. Think about it. People buy insurance to avoid the pain of financial loss. People buy health products to avoid the pain of illness. People buy education to avoid the pain of being left behind. The desire to avoid pain is primal. It's wired into our brains for survival. Great copy taps into these deep emotional drivers. It speaks to the customer's fears, frustrations, and desires. It makes them feel understood. And then it presents a product as a solution that will either remove the pain or deliver the pleasure. This is why features alone don't sell. This vacuum has a 12-amp motor is a feature. You'll never have to worry about pet hair on your carpets again is an emotional benefit. As you craft your copy, always ask yourself, what emotion is driving this customer? What pain are they trying to escape? What pleasure are they seeking? Then speak directly to that. If you're finding these ideas valuable, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Chapter 3: The Power of Words. Words are not just words. They're triggers. They activate emotions, memories, and associations in the human brain. The right words can make people feel excited, curious, relieved, or motivated. The wrong words can make them feel confused, bored, or suspicious. Jim Edwards teaches that certain words have more power than others. They're what he calls power words. These are words that evoke strong emotional responses and grab attention. Think about words like free, new, instant, secret, guaranteed, proven, easy. These words trigger immediate interest. They promise something valuable. They reduce risk. They create curiosity. Then there are words that create urgency and scarcity. Limited time, today only, while supplies last, exclusive, last chance. These words tap into our fear of missing out. They motivate us to act now rather than later. And there are words that build trust and credibility. Results, testimonials, guarantee, research, expert, trusted. These words reassure customers that they're making a safe choice. But powerful copy isn't just about using the right words. It's about using words in the right way. It's about creating a flow that pulls the reader forward, sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph. Great copy is rhythm. It has variety. Short sentences create impact. Longer sentences build detail and explanation. Questions engage the reader's mind. Stories create emotional connection. Think of copywriting like music. The words are the notes. The rhythm is the beat. The structure is the melody. When all elements work together, the result is powerful and memorable. As you write, read your copy out loud. Does it flow naturally? Does it sound like a real person speaking? Does it grab your attention and keep it? If not, keep revising. The goal is to make your copy so compelling that readers can't stop reading. They're drawn in, they're engaged, they're persuaded. If this audiobook is helping you understand copywriting better, make sure to like the video. Chapter 4, Writing Headlines That Grab Attention. David Ogilvy, one of the greatest advertisers in history, famously said, "On the average, 5 times as many people read the headline as read the body copy." In other words, your headline is the most important part of your copy. If your headline doesn't grab attention, nothing else matters. No one reads the rest. Your headline has one job: to stop the reader and make them want to read more. That's it. It doesn't have to explain everything. It doesn't have to close the sale. It just has to create enough curiosity or interest that the reader takes the next step. Jim Edwards offers several formulas for writing effective headlines. Let me share some of them. The how to headline. How to lose weight without starving yourself. How to start an online business with zero experience. How to get more clients in 30 days. These headlines promise practical, actionable information. They appeal to people who want to learn and improve. The list headline: 7 secrets to doubling your income. 10 ways to save money on your next vacation. 5 mistakes every new entrepreneur makes. Numbers attract attention. They promise clear, digestible information. The question headline: are you making these common marketing mistakes? Do you know the one secret to successful relationships? What if you could retire 5 years earlier? Questions engage the reader's mind. They create curiosity. The reader wants to know the answer. The command headline: discover the secret to perfect skin. Learn how millionaires think differently. Stop wasting money on ineffective ads. These headlines directly tell the reader what to do. They're bold and confident. The testimonial headline: I doubled my income in 6 months using this simple system. This product changed my life. I wish I'd found this years ago. Testimonials and headlines add social proof and credibility. The curiosity headline: what they don't tell you about weight loss. The shocking truth about the supplement industry. Why 90% of businesses fail in their first year. These headlines tease information and make readers curious. The key to great headlines is to focus on the benefit to the reader. What's in it for them? What problem will you solve? What desire will you fulfill? Also be specific. Lose weight is weak. Lose 20 pounds in 30 days is stronger. Make money is weak. Make an extra $5,000 per month from home is stronger. Take time to craft your headlines. Write multiple versions. Test them. See what resonates. Your headline is the gatekeeper to your copy. Make it impossible to ignore. If you're enjoying this audiobook, share it with someone who needs better marketing. Chapter 5, Using Stories to Sell. Stories are the oldest form of human communication. Long before written language, before books, before the internet, humans gathered around fires and told stories. Stories taught us how to survive. Stories passed down wisdom from generation to generation. Stories connected us emotionally. And stories are still the most powerful tool in a copywriter's arsenal. Why? Because stories bypass our logical defenses and speak directly to our emotions. When you present facts and features, the reader's brain analyzes them critically. They look for flaws. They question your claims. But when you tell a story, they relax. They get drawn in. They experience the story as if it's happening to them. Jim Edwards emphasizes that stories are essential for building trust and connection with your audience. People don't buy from faceless corporations. They buy from people they know, like, and trust. Stories make you human. Stories make you relatable. Stories build trust. So how do you use stories in your copy? Tell your origin story. Why did you start your business? What problem were you trying to solve? What personal experience led you to create your product? These stories make you authentic and relatable. Tell customer success stories. Share how real people have benefited from your product. Describe their struggles before finding you. Describe their transformation after using your solution. These stories provide powerful social proof. Tell stories in your content. When you're teaching something, wrap it in a story. Start with a personal experience that illustrates the lesson. Make the reader feel like they're learning alongside you. Tell stories in your sales pages. Use stories to illustrate the problem your product solves. Use stories to show the transformation your product delivers. Use stories to overcome objections and build desire. The most effective stories follow a simple structure. A character faces a problem. They struggle. They meet a guide who helps them. They take action. They succeed. Sound familiar? It's the same structure we explored in our story brand audiobook. When you tell stories in your copy, make them specific and vivid. Include sensory details. Describe feelings and emotions. Make the reader feel like they're there. And always connect the story back to your message and your offer. The story isn't just entertainment. It's persuasion wrapped in emotion. If you're finding value in this audiobook, subscribe to the channel for more insights. Chapter 6. Understanding Customer Pain Points. If you want to write copy that sells, you must understand your customer's pain. Deeply, intimately. You need to know what keeps them up at night, what frustrates them, what they worry about, what they secretly desire. Jim Edwards teaches that people buy solutions to problems. The bigger the problem, the more motivated they are to buy. The more painful the problem, the more urgent their need. So, how do you uncover your customers' pain points? Talk to your customers. Interview them. Ask them about their challenges and frustrations. Ask them what they've tried before. Ask them what they wish existed. Their answers are pure gold for your copy. Read reviews. Look at reviews for competing products. What do people complain about? What do they wish was better? What problems do they mention? These are pain points you can address. Listen on social media. What are people saying in your niche? What questions are they asking? What frustrations are they venting about? These are real-time insights into their pain. Use your own experience. If you created your product to solve a problem you personally faced, you have deep insight into that pain. Share your own struggles and frustrations. Your customers will relate. Once you understand the pain, you need to address it in your copy, not in a depressing way, but in a way that shows you truly understand. I know how frustrating it is when I remember the feeling of, you're probably tired of, when customers read copy that accurately describes their pain, they feel understood. They think, finally, someone gets it. And that's when they start to trust you. Then you introduce your product as a solution to that pain. That's why I created this. Here's how this solved that problem. Imagine how good it will feel when you no longer have to deal with. Understanding pain points is a foundation of persuasive copy. Without it, your copy is just words. With it, your copy becomes a conversation with your ideal customer. If this audiobook is helping you, comment below if you want to learn copywriting. Chapter 7. Crafting Irresistible Offers. You can write the most brilliant copy in the world. You can understand your customer's deepest pain. You can craft compelling headlines and powerful stories. But if your offer isn't compelling, people won't buy. Jim Edwards emphasizes that your offer is just as important as your copy. It's what you're actually asking people to buy. And the way you structure and present that offer can dramatically impact your conversion rates. So what makes an offer irresistible? Clear value. The customer must immediately understand what they're getting and why it's valuable. Don't make them guess. Spell it out clearly. List the benefits. Show them the transformation. Risk reversal. One of the biggest barriers to purchase is risk. What if it doesn't work? What if I waste my money? What if I regret this? Great offers eliminate this risk with guarantees. Money-back guarantees. Satisfaction guarantees. Trial periods. When you remove the risk, you make it easier to say yes. Scarcity and urgency. People are more motivated to act when they believe an opportunity is limited. Limited quantities. Limited time. Bonus offers that expire. These create urgency and reduce procrastination. Bonuses. Adding bonuses increases the perceived value of your offer without significantly increasing your cost. A bonus could be an additional product, a consultation, a template, a guide. The key is that the bonuses are valuable to your customer. Payment options. Sometimes a barrier is upfront cost. Offering payment plans can make your product accessible to more people. It reduces the immediate financial pain and makes the purchase feel more manageable. Comparisons. Show the value of your offer by comparing it to alternatives. If your course costs $500 but delivers results that would cost $5,000 in consulting, the value becomes clear. When you combine a strong offer with powerful copy, you create a winning combination. The copy draws them in and builds desire. The offer makes it easy to say yes. Think about your own offers. Are they compelling? Do they remove risk? Do they create urgency? Do they clearly communicate value? If not, it's time to refine them. If you're enjoying this audiobook, like the video and share it with your network. Chapter 8. Writing High-Converting Sales Pages. A sales page is where all your copywriting skills come together. It's the place where you persuade a visitor to become a customer. And there's a proven structure that high-converting sales pages follow. Jim Edwards outlines this structure in detail. Let me walk you through it. The headline. As we discussed, your headline is critical. It must grab attention and make the reader want to continue. It should promise a benefit or create curiosity. The subheadline. This expands on the headline and gives a little more information. It should reinforce the benefit and keep the reader engaged. The introduction. Here you build connection with the reader. Use stories. Show that you understand their problem. Make them feel like you're speaking directly to them. The problem. Clearly articulate the problem your customer faces. Make it specific and relatable. Help them feel the pain of the problem. The more they feel it, the more motivated they'll be to find a solution. The solution. Introduce your product as the solution to their problem. Explain what it is and how it works. Focus on benefits, not just features. Help them see how their life will improve. The proof. Show evidence that your solution works. Testimonials from satisfied customers. Case studies with specific results. Data and statistics. Photos and videos. Proof builds trust and credibility. The objections. Address potential objections before the reader raises them. Is it too expensive? Will it work for me? Is it difficult to use? Answer these questions proactively. The offer. Present your offer clearly. What's included? What's the price? What are the bonuses? What's the guarantee? Make it easy to understand. The call to action. Tell them exactly what to do next. By now, add to cart. Get started today. Make the button prominent and clear. The scarcity and urgency. Remind them why they need to act now. Limited time offer. Limited quantities. Bonus expiring. The close. End with a powerful summary of the transformation they'll experience. Remind them of the risk-free guarantee. Encourage them to take action. This structure works because it follows the natural flow of persuasion. It addresses the reader's psychology at every step. It builds desire, overcomes objections, and makes it easy to say yes. When you're writing a sales page, put yourself in the customer's shoes. Read your page as if you're a skeptical visitor. Does it answer your questions? Does it address your concerns? Does it make you want to buy? If not, keep refining. If you'd like a deeper dive into sales pages, let us know in the comments. Chapter 9. Email Copywriting Secrets. Email is one of the most powerful marketing channels available. It's direct. It's personal. It's measurable. And when done right, it generates consistent sales over time. Jim Edwards shares several secrets for writing effective email copy. Let me share some of the most important ones. The subject line is everything. Just like a headline for your sales page, the subject line determines whether your email gets opened. Spend time crafting compelling subject lines. Use curiosity, benefit, or urgency. Test different approaches. Write like a human. Email is personal. Don't write like a corporation. Write like a real person talking to a friend. Use conversational language. Be authentic. Share stories and experiences. Focus on the reader. Your emails shouldn't be about you. They should be about your reader, their problems, their desires, their goals. Use you more than I. Provide value first. Don't just send sales emails. Send emails that educate, entertain, and inspire. Build trust and credibility over time. When you do promote, your readers will be more receptive. Tell stories. People love stories. Share stories from your life, from your customers, from your journey. Stories make your emails engaging and memorable. Include a clear call to action. Every email should have a purpose. What do you want the reader to do? Click a link? Reply to the email? Check out a product? Make it clear. Create sequences. Don't rely on single emails. Create sequences that guide subscribers through a journey. A welcome sequence introduces new subscribers to your brand. A nurture sequence builds trust over time. A sales sequence promotes your product strategically. Test and measure. Pay attention to open rates and click-through rates. Test different subject lines, different content, different calls to action. See what resonates with your audience and do more of that. Email marketing is a long-term game. It's about building relationships, not just making sales. When you consistently provide value and connect authentically, your subscribers will become loyal customers. If you're enjoying this audiobook, subscribe to the channel for more insights. Chapter 10, Becoming a Powerful Copywriter. As we come to the end of our journey, you might be wondering, can I really become a great copywriter? The answer is yes. Absolutely yes. Jim Edwards emphasizes that copywriting is a skill, not a talent. It's not something you're born with. It's something you develop through study, practice, and persistence. Here are the key steps to becoming a powerful copywriter. Read great copy. Study the work of master copywriters. Read sales letters, emails, and ads that have proven successful. Analyze what makes them work. Pay attention to the headlines, the structure, the flow, the language. Write every day. Like any skill, copywriting improves with practice. Write something every day. Emails, social media posts, sales pages, blog articles. The more you write, the better you'll get. Get feedback. Share your copy with others and ask for honest feedback. What works? What doesn't? What's confusing? What's compelling? Use the feedback to improve. Test everything. Copywriting isn't about guessing. It's about testing. Test different headlines, different offers, different calls to action. See what actually works with real audiences. Let data guide your decisions. Learn continuously. There's always more to learn. Read books, take courses, listen to podcasts. Stay curious. Keep growing. Understand your audience. Great copywriters know their audience deeply. They understand their fears, desires, hopes, and frustrations. They speak their language. Invest time in understanding your customers. Focus on benefits. Always translate features into benefits. Don't just tell them what it does. Tell them how it will improve their lives. Be authentic. Don't try to be someone you're not. Write in your authentic voice. People can spot insincerity from a mile away. Be real, be honest, be yourself. Persist. You won't become a master copywriter overnight. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes patience. But if you persist, you will improve. Remember, copywriting is one of the most valuable skills in business. It drives sales. It builds brands. It connects with customers. Investing in your copywriting skills is investing in your business success. If you're committed to learning copywriting, comment below and let us know. Chapter 11, Common Copywriting Mistakes to Avoid. As you develop your copywriting skills, there are common mistakes you'll want to avoid. Jim Edwards identifies several pitfalls that trip up even experienced writers. Mistake 1. Writing for yourself, not your audience. You might think your product is amazing. You might love certain features. But if your audience doesn't care about those things, your copy won't work. Always write for your reader, not for yourself. Mistake 2. Being boring. Nothing kills sales faster than boring copy. Use vivid language. Tell stories. Inject personality. Make your copy interesting to read. Mistake 3. Using jargon and buzzwords. Synergy. Leverage. Disruptive. These words mean nothing to most people. Use simple, everyday language that anyone can understand. Mistake 4. Hiding the call to action. Don't make readers hunt for what to do next. Make your calls to action clear and prominent. Mistake 5. Focusing on features instead of benefits. We've said this before, but it's worth repeating. Features describe your product. Benefits describe your customer's improved life. Always translate features into benefits. Mistake 6. Writing too formally. Unless you're writing for a very formal audience, loosen up. Write like you talk. Use contractions. Be conversational. Mistake 7. Ignoring the power of headlines. Your headline is the first thing people see. Spend as much time on it as you need. Test multiple versions. Get it right. Mistake 8. Not addressing objections. If you don't address objections in your copy, readers will keep them in their minds, and those objections will prevent them from buying. Anticipate objections and answer them proactively. Mistake 9. Making it all about you. Your copy shouldn't be about how great your company is. It should be about how great your customer's life will be after using your product. Mistake 10. Giving up too soon. Great copy rarely flows out perfectly on the first try. It takes revision. It takes testing. It takes persistence. Don't give up if your first draft isn't perfect. Avoiding these mistakes will dramatically improve your copywriting results. Keep them in mind as you write and revise. If you're enjoying this audiobook, like the video and share it with someone who needs it. Chapter 12, The Copywriter's Mindset. Beyond techniques and formulas, there's something more important. Mindset, the way you think about copywriting and about your audience. Jim Edwards emphasizes that great copywriters share certain mindsets. A desire to help. The best copywriters genuinely want to help their audience. They see their product as a solution to real problems. They write with empathy and care. When you truly want to help, it shows in your writing. Curiosity about people. Great copywriters are endlessly curious about human nature. They want to know what makes people tick, what motivates them, what scares them, what excites them. This curiosity fuels powerful copy. Respect for the audience. Never look down on your readers. Never write as if you're superior. Treat your audience with respect. They're smart, busy people who are looking for solutions. Honor that. Willingness to test and learn. Great copywriters know they don't have all the answers. They're willing to test, measure, and learn. They see failures as data, not as defeats. Commitment to clarity. Confusion kills sales. Great copywriters are obsessed with clarity. They simplify complex ideas. They make it easy to understand. Belief in the product. It's hard to write persuasively about something you don't believe in. Write about products you genuinely believe can help people. Your conviction will come through in your words. When you combine these mindsets with the techniques we discussed, you become unstoppable. You write copy that connects, persuades, and sells. If you're serious about mastering copywriting, cultivate these mindsets. Let them guide your writing and your business. If this audiobook has inspired you, subscribe to the channel for more insights. We've covered an enormous amount of ground together. We've explored what copywriting is and why it matters. We've delved into psychology behind buying decisions. We've learned about the power of words and how to write headlines that grab attention. We've discussed using stories to sell and understanding customer pain points. We've examined crafting irresistible offers and writing high-converting sales pages. We've explored email copywriting secrets and the path to becoming a powerful copywriter. And we've identified common mistakes to avoid and the mindsets that lead to success. But the most important lesson is this. In today's digital world, the businesses that win are not always the ones with the best products. They are the ones with the clearest message. They are the ones who know how to communicate value. They are the ones who understand their customers deeply and speak directly to their hearts. And when you learn the art of copywriting, you learn how to communicate value. You learn how to connect with customers. You learn how to persuade and influence. And communication is a foundation of every successful business. The ideas in this audiobook are inspired by the brilliant work of Jim Edwards in his book, Copywriting Secrets. It's a comprehensive guide that every marketer, entrepreneur, and business owner should read. If you enjoyed this audiobook, let us know in the comments. And if there's a book you'd like us to explore next, we'll bring its insights here for you, so you can decide whether that book is worth reading. And if you'd like a deeper and more detailed audiobook on this topic, perhaps breaking each chapter into its own episode, just tell us in the comments. We're here to serve your learning journey. Remember, copywriting is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. So start writing today. Write emails, write social media posts, write sales pages. Test, learn, and improve, and watch as your ability to communicate transforms your business. Thank you for listening. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more powerful business insights. Until next time,